Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, we back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's late night with Shay. It's late night with Shay, y'all. Happy and blessed Thursday. It is July the 17th, 2025. Why am I about to say it's June the 17th, 2023? Why? But anyway, y'all, welcome to my live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. In the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Jermaine in the house. Jermaine in the house. All right. Anyway, this show tonight, guys, is parental advisory in effect. Okay. So kids under 18, they don't need to be watching this. Okay. What? Late night with Shay, and she is late as usual. Okay. Well, I do work. I do have a life, unlike some people who stay on the internet all damn day, doing the most, okay? I do have a life now, I do, and I be busy all damn day, all right? Y'all, I'm so glad it's cool outside because y'all know we are in the process of getting this damn air conditioning unit fixed, and I'm glad it's been cool at night. That's all I got to say. And it really don't get hot till around 11 o'clock, and usually I get ready to leave, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. My kids, though, they be tripping out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, y'all could not work outside, or just think about homeless people. They're outside. They don't have no air. They don't have no fans, no ceiling fans. They don't have anything. And they are just basically hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? And don't have nowhere to stay and just homeless, So feel sorry for them, versus complaining. And just be glad you got a nice house to live in. And, everything takes time. You know what I'm saying? Especially, air conditioning units and stuff. And we do have fans, so that's a good thing. But anyway, y'all, we have a good live tonight in store for you guys. We're going to talk about the Douglas shooting. as well as another incident where a lady and her daughter assaulted this other lady over a parking spot, which is very crazy. You know, people will do anything these days over anything, just get mad for no reason at all. And let's see what else we got here. I think I got 3 stories. Okay, so I said that one, and I think we have one more. I don't know which one I said that I was going to do, but I'll see it once I start the live. Start talking and things like that. All right. So anyway, guys, let me ask you to do a favor. If you enjoy this content tonight, make sure that you thumbs up this video. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. All right. Let's go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen, and it will be in my comment area as soon as I get a chance to post it there. All right, guys. All right. I think I covered everything. Okay, so y'all, go get you something to drink tonight. All right, a relaxing seat. If you are at work, continue to do your job, but watch and listen to me on the download. All right, so we are getting ready to go ahead and start. We're going to start this off though with a little background information about this, what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me put this banner up here real quick. Let me take this one off and put the Douglas. What is it called? The Douglas Park shooting. Okay, and wait till y'all hear. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Okay, but it's a damn shame. Just wait till you see it. So let me give y'all a little bit of information about this real quick. Okay, let me get the story. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so this is to tell you exactly what happened. So let's see here. Hold on, y'all. So this guy, what is his first name? Let me see his first name. Charles Leto. He had just wrapped up his shift. You're looking for the cat? Huh? Why? Somebody may be over there. Look over there and see. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Leto had just wrapped up his shift at the Douglas Park pool when he shot 15-year-old Marjay Dotson and 14-year-old Jeremy Herod. Dotson passed on and Herod was critically injured but survived. Now, following the shooting, the 55-year-old Marine veteran was immediately suspended, as he should have been. He has since resigned and remains held on first-degree murder charges at the Cook County Jail, as he should be. Now, in a report released on Tuesday, the Park District says Leto passed 2 background checks and that a 2023 incident where Leto shot 2 dogs never turned up because he was never arrested or charged. The report also outlines at least 5 incidents involving Leto that required supervisors to take action during his 2 years as a lifeguard. So let's see. Those issues included incidents where Leto had conflicts with staff and park visitors at Gill Park on the city's north side before he was later transferred to Douglas Park. He got into verbal altercations with staff or with the people who were there over issues like a door or an item on the pool deck. And that's according to Chicago Park District CEO Carlos Ramier. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Rosa. Okay, he had 2 names here. I'm just going to give you his last name. Now, however, none of those cases were formally documented, and there were no disciplinary issues found in his personnel file. Now, that's the problem. We want to make sure that when there are complaints against individuals, that those are being centrally tracked. And that's what Rosa said. Now, the report revealed that while head lifeguard at Douglas Park in 2024, Leto filed numerous safety-related complaints, and that those concerned lingered into this year. Rosa says safety issues were not a valid reason for the shooting. Lifeguards are supposed to save children's lives, not take them. In the days leading up to his heinous act, he did not make any complaints about public safety, and that's according to Rosa. Now, the park district also outlined several security issues at the park and revealed a series of reforms that are either already in place or are in the works. Oh my God. They included adding a permanent security presence at Douglas Park, expanding safety training and policy awareness, assessing park security cameras, and working to better track verbal disciplinary actions and patron, not patron, but patron, people who visit their complaints, the customer complaints. The families of the victims released a statement on Tuesday saying the families of Marjay Dotson and Jeremy Heron appreciate the support of the park district officials and how fast they are doing the investigation into the shooter. The troubling questions remain as to how this person avoided arrest in the 2023 Lakeview shooting that required a SWAT team response. The executive summary outlines complaints from co-workers and customers alike in April and May of 2025 that were red flags that Leto was emotionally unstable. In the end, those entrusted with protecting children at Douglas Park failed. There will be accountability for those responsible for this preventable and senseless act of violence. So anyway, they started doing an internal investigation a day after the June 26 shooting and found that then lifeguard Charles Leto, the alleged gunman, had multiple conflicts at another park, but those complaints were never documented. Okay, which is crazy. Let's see what else we got before we start watching these videos. So like I say, this man has a history of getting into arguments and things like that, okay? So they did do an internal review, and it found a pattern of altercations between lifeguard Charles Leto and staff and the people who visited the park. And that's all while he was working at Douglas Park. Let's see what else we got going on here. So this is a picture of the two boys who were, one was shot, both of them were shot, but one was unalived. Okay, let me show y'all real quick. And that's the park right there, at least the swimming pool area. So let's see. So he has been charged with murder and attempted murder in the shooting of two teens June the 26th at Douglas Park, which is 1401 South Sacramento Drive. The shooting, which prosecutors said was sparked by an argument over Leto's bike. He unalived 15-year-old Marjay Dotson, and he critically wounded 14-year-old Jeremy Heron. Now, an internal review of both the shooting and Leto's hiring found that the lifeguard had been involved in many verbal altercations with staff and customers, like I said before. So let's see what else they got. So they said The Park District CEO, Carlos R. Rosa, said in a statement, "This was a horrific and heartbreaking act of violence. Nothing can bring Marjay back or undo the pain caused to Jeremy and their families. But we must act with urgency and integrity to ensure a tragedy like this never happens again." So they said that Leto had just gotten off of work as a lifeguard at the Douglas Park pool on June the 26th when he fired at 3 unarmed teens, striking 2 over a dispute involving Leto's bicycle, according to prosecutors. Okay. Marjay Dotson was shot once in his back as he was trying to turn away from the GUN fire and was later declared unalive at a local hospital. He was laid to rest last week, where friends, family, and teachers described the boy as playful and loving and a bright spot in his freshman high school classes. Now, Jeremy Herron was struck in his neck and had woken up from a coma last week. His relatives shared that during Marjay's funeral. That's sad. So this is them at the funeral right here. Let me show y'all. That's sad. This stupid ass man. So Leto, who is being held in jail pending trial, was placed on emergency unpaid suspension by the Park District while an investigation was conducted. He later resigned in lieu of termination and was placed on the Parks District do not rehire list. That's crazy. And how did he? Well, they did tell us how he passed the background check. Nothing was ever documented or anything. Okay. No charges was filed in that incident with the SWAT standoff, which resulted in lockdowns at the Lakeview schools. And I'm trying to figure out how. He also shot 2 dogs. Okay. That's when he had the hours-long SWAT standoff, and no charges were filed. And his name was not publicly tied to the shooting. And the Park District said Tuesday that Leto's involvement in the incident did not come up in the background check performed before he was hired. That's crazy, man. Him shooting 2 dogs, all the altercations, all this foolishness he was into, all of those are red flags. And I'm just trying to figure out, how did he not get charges when he had the SWAT standoff and he had shot 2 dogs? That's crazy. Why did they give him so many privileges? Why? Because we all know what would have happened if he was Latino or Black. Let's just keep it real. And I'm not even trying to make this a race thing, but that's what we have to look at stuff the way it needs to be looked at. We all know that everything would have been documented. And how he got away with not having anything documented, I just don't know. And no charges filed. The SWAT team came out and they had an hours-long standoff. That's crazy. This happened in 2023. That's not even that long ago. Got complaints from coworkers and customers. All right. That was in April and May of 2025. He should have been let go of the job just from getting these complaints, but they did not document anything. Now they want to do reforms, but those reforms are not going to bring this little boy back, and it's not going to stop this other little boy from going through the pain and suffering that he's going to experience from being shot in the neck and being in a coma. They claim they're going to do some things to centralize the tracking of verbal warnings, coaching and customers' complaints to better detect behavioral patterns and ensure consistent follow-up. It's a little bit too late for that. This man was given all types of red flags, warnings, and nothing was done. Okay. And I want to know exactly what was going on with the bike where he felt like he needed to just shoot and start shooting these 2 teenage boys, or 3 altogether. So now listen, guys, I'm going to show y'all the video. Okay. We're going to watch that. Let's see what you said. Critical condition. You said prosecutors say Leto fired 3 shots without provocation, right? One struck 15-year-old Marjay Dawson in the lower back, unaliving him. Another hit 14-year-old Jeremy Hero in the neck, leaving him in critical condition. Now, I thought they said it was a third boy. Surveillance footage contradicts Leto's claims of self-defense. How? Because that boy didn't do anything. All right? You said I did not see any dispute over that bike in the video. Poor documentation of complaints. Right. The thing about it is, well, the video, is that a camera video, or is it like a camera outside that capture everything? Because if it's a camera outside, it would show everything. If it's somebody's camera that they're taking the footage, they could have just start filming once everything started happening. Okay, so we wouldn't know what went on before that. But the thing is, if the little boys did not put him in any type of fear for his life, he should have never been shooting. Those kids were running. You can't shoot people in their back. All right? Come on now. He didn't give a damn about these boys. Shit. Because if he did, he would have never started shooting over that ridiculous shit. That's crazy. Over a damn bike. Shh. Now he won't be on that bike because his stupid ass is going to be in prison forever. That's stupid. I told you people don't think. That's dumb. Let's go ahead and share this screen and look at this real quick. Dumbass. Damn. Parental advisory in effect, you guys. Even the lady took off running. Let's look at this one more time. And he could have even, you know what? He could have even shot this lady. It was 3 kids there too. Let's see. That's the lady. Here's one child here. There's the other one. And I thought I saw 3. May have just been 2. Let's see. I thought it was another little boy standing over there. I'm not sure. This is crazy. I don't see. Yeah, that's another. It is 3 there. It is 3 boys. You saw them. I'll show y'all in a minute. Hold on. It may not be. Let me look at this real good. That may be the other little boy. Yeah, that may be just the other little boy. Okay. So it must have just been 2. I thought I saw. No, it's 3. It's another boy back there. Did y'all see that? It's got a different. That's another little boy back there in the back. See, look. Damn it. Stay up. You know, it stops too quick. See that? Wait. There's the other little boy back there. That's another little boy right there, right? Or is that the same boy? Because isn't that one little boy? Look, yeah. Wait, hold on, let me see this. Because one got on a pink shirt. I mean, the bluish turquoise. Yeah, it's 3 kids there. It's 3 of them there. Let me stop this. There's 3. That's the other little boy who got shot and unalive, I believe. Yeah, that's the one who got shot and unalive, the one in the turquoise. Let's see if I can stop this thing. See, it's another little kid back there, or either that's just another person. I don't know. That's crazy. So let's read this over here. Something said we are definitely living in an evil world. Footage shows the DADLY shooting at Douglas Park on Thursday evening, where gunfire near the pool left a 15-year-old unalive and a 14-year-old critically wounded. Surveillance video appears to capture the moments just before the shots were fired. The shooter, 55-year-old lifeguard Charles Leto, was arrested and now facing charges of first-degree murder and attempted murder. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, Charles Leto claimed he opened fire on the two teens in Douglas Park out of self-defense. Those two kids attacked me and followed me, he told responding officers, as detailed in a police report. He's a damn lie. Do y'all see anybody being followed? He was down there doing something to his bike. Now, I don't know what these boys said to him or anything, but the thing is, he went in his bag and got his GUN and started shooting. And this boy was trying to run. That is crazy. And yeah, what did this woman right here witness? Who is this person in the back right here? Is this a kid or a grown up or what? Somebody said clearly self-defense. They were coming straight for him. Are you blind, dude? Are you blind? They were not coming straight for him. All right? They were not. They was walking over there. It looked like they were talking to this woman right here. All right? And he just went in his bag. It looked like he did say something to this dude. I don't know what he said, but he went in his bag and he took out his GUN and started shooting. That boy was talking to that woman. Then they go bringing up Carmelo stuff and the Metcalf situation. This does not have anything to do with that. This is crazy. So I'm gonna see what else they say. Somebody said something about this just ain't adding up. Kid was obviously talking and approaching the woman behind the lifeguard who he couldn't see and just shot two kids. When he came up behind the man to go talk to the woman, he probably thought this kid was getting ready to do something to him, but that still is no reason to be going to get back. He didn't know that. Okay, he just assumed. That's what he did. He assumed. Watch this video again. He assumed. She's walking up, here come the kids, started coming over here toward the woman, talking to this woman. Okay, then they went over there, he started shooting. Let's look at it one more time. He was talking to the woman then. So this dude just started shooting. I mean, I don't know what this other dude was seeing. He just started shooting, you guys. I'm sorry. Like this person said, this man just jumps up and shot those kids who looks like they were talking to the lady that was walking up and did not expect him to do that. They could have said something to him, okay? Or said something before. But the thing is, if they are not physically attacking this man or pulling out weapons themselves, he did not have any reason to do what he did. Point blank. Okay, point blank. Child, please, let's see y'all compare these two. Oh my God, I cannot do this. Okay, so let's see what else we got over here. This has nothing to do with Carmelo Anthony's case, okay? Or the situation that happened at that school. Nothing to do with that. The Carmelo Anthony case and Austin Metcalf were kids. All of them were kids, okay? It's something that could have been avoided all the way around. This grown-ass, old-ass man right here knows better, all right? He knows better. Point blank. Let's look at this. This is a clear video, right? Them boys is talking to this woman. Then he turned around. He said something to that man.
2 days after a deadly
down there on
shooting
the
in
ground,
Douglas
okay?
Park, Chicago police announced that 55-year-old Charles Lato is facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder. Lato, a lifeguard with the Chicago Park District, is accused of shooting two teens Thursday night. According to the medical examiner, 15-year-old Marjay Dotson was shot in the back and died from his injuries. 14-year-old Jeremy Herod, a sophomore at UIC College Prep, was shot in the neck and remains hospitalized. The teen's attorney commented on the charges, saying in part, quote, "The families take solemn relief that the justice system is now engaged with the announcement of criminal charges against the shooter." Surveillance video obtained by WGN through a source shows the moments leading up to the shooting. The footage shows Lato working on his bike as a group of teens approaches. In the video, he suddenly jumps up and opens fire on the teens, a moment we have frozen due to its graphic nature. Shortly after, Lato is seen kneeling on the ground with the gun lying next to his knee.
No justification to shoot a child in the
In the back.
anywhere, let alone a public pool and park. But we'll get to the bottom of it.
At a press conference held yesterday at Grace Memorial Church, the attorney representing both teens says they were simply leaving the park after cooling off at the pool. He strongly denied any claim that there was any altercation or threat made to Leto.
He said
According to the
something to
Sun
the dude
Times,
on
Leto
the
told
bike, but
police
that
he
is
holds a
not
concealed
a
carry
reason to do that.
license and claimed he fired his gun after the teens allegedly followed him, attacked him, and tried to steal his bike, saying he acted in self-defense. The attorney for both boys insists they were unarmed and is calling on prosecutors to consider pursuing hate crime charges against the lifeguard. The senior pastor of Grace Memorial,
That's
speaking on behalf
crazy.
of the families, echoes that call for justice.
Okay, we gotta stop because they got this music. I hate when they be playing music in the background. I don't know why they always feel like they have to play music in these backgrounds. Damn, they take away when they do that. I knew you was over here doing something you shouldn't be doing with your big old self. I'm talking to this cat. Let's see what she's talking about right now.
New from us at 4, the Chicago Park District has released the findings of an internal review following a deadly shooting outside of the Douglas Park pool. 15-year-old Marjay Dotson was killed, and 14-year-old Jeremy Harrod was critically injured after being shot on June 26th. Former Park District lifeguard Charles Leto is charged in that shooting. The Park District launched an internal review that next day, and it found that Leto passed all required background checks, but was noted to be involved in several verbal altercations with staff and patrons. Those incidents were not formally documented or tracked by the Park District. A 2023 incident in which he shot 2 dogs did not result in an arrest and therefore wasn't known to the Park District during his hiring process. The Park District has identified a few areas for reform. They will add permanent security at Douglas Park. They'll assess park security cameras and strengthen disciplinary tracking, as well as including verbal warnings and patron complaints. Leto is expected to appear in court again tomorrow. We will follow it. New from us at 4, the Chicago Park District has released the findings.
Okay, so anyway, we already looked at all that. This is crazy, you guys. This is crazy. So anyway, you said that he had told a co-worker, these are 2 dogs that he, let's look at this real quick.
The Lakeview man charged for shooting 2 teenagers in Douglas Park last week was apparently involved in a shooting situation in his neighborhood. In that situation, 2 dogs were shot, 1 died.
Oki is a lab mix, about 5 years old. He seems a bit older than his years, as he's had to endure 5 surgeries after he was shot 4 times. Oki's owner says she saw the person who shot her dogs 2 years ago in the news again.
All I know is that he killed my dog and tried to kill my other one. And apparently he's still on a hunt and just shot 2 helpless teenage boys, which is disgusting.
In February 2023, Chicago police SWAT teams responded to 1000 West George Street. A gunman shot 2 dogs, 1 died. According to a police report obtained by the ABC 7i team, a man by the same name listed at the same address as the Douglas Park shooting suspect was involved in the shooting of the 2 dogs in the 2023 Lakeview shooting. The dog's owner also identified the shooter as the same Charles Leto accused in the Douglas Park shootings. The 2023 report described Leto in fear of his life. Leto had a concealed carry license and was not charged.
It was very consistent with what he did with when he shot my dogs, how he said he felt threatened. They're not threatening.
The CWB Chicago shared this surveillance video with us from Thursday evening. It shows the teens walking near Charles Leto and his bike. Leto is then seen getting up and pointing a gun at one of the teens. There's no sound on the video, and we've frozen the video before the gunfire begins. 15-year-old Marjay Dotson was killed. 14-year-old Jeremy Harrod is still in the hospital. Prosecutors said in court yesterday the Marine veteran purposely targeted the boys. But Leto's defense attorney said the shootings were provoked and that Leto was defending himself after the teens threatened him and said they were going to steal his bike. Leto has a concealed carry license, but prosecutors say he violated Park District policy by bringing that gun to work.
Those boys weren't threatening anybody. They were running away. That's sick. How do you rationalize shooting dogs and children?
Today, Leto's attorneys tell us he was a dedicated advocate for preserving Douglas Pool as an important community resource. We've learned the Chicago Park District has put Leto on an unpaid emergency suspension. Leto is due in court tomorrow.
I wasn't just
The
fired.
Lakeview
He's
man-
fired now. But anyway, somebody said I used to live in the apartment next door from the two dolls in Lakeview, across from an elementary school, causing a school and street lockdown. After barricading himself from police for hours, CPD did not do anything. He was not arrested or charged because he's white and had a license to carry. And this is a white lady saying this, okay? Okay? And people saying, thank you for saying that. And you know, honestly, I hate to say it, but it just seems like that may be the case. He has a history of violence. The SWAT people came out. Somebody said for dogs, they probably thought because he had a GUN that he could just basically, you know, do something to a person or this lady's, the owner, you know, so that's why they came out. This is why he didn't get any charges or anything else. I mean, what other reason could it be? He was a what do you call it? A walking time, you know what? And then eventually it just really went off. It went off with the dogs and then went off with the two boys. Somebody said, it looks like the little boy in the green stopped to talk to the lady or past that lady. We really need to hear from that lady that was standing right there, because I really believe the little boy was walking past or stopped to talk to that lady or something. He was talking to that lady, okay? And he may have turned around. When he turned around, he may have said something to the dude too. But regardless of what he said to the dude did not have to take out a GUN and start shooting, okay? The boy was running, okay? So she said something on her Facebook. Did you see her Facebook post, Jermaine? Somebody said, why would someone threaten to steal your bike that you were fixing on in the middle of the sidewalk? I don't know. Sometimes, you know, I mean, we don't know. We don't know what was said. The thing is that he did not have a reason to take out a GUN and start shooting these kids. And then it stated that he, Jermaine said, hold on, let me go to this. Hold on, y'all. Jermaine said in this comment section over here that he told a co-worker he was bringing a GUN to work because of the neighborhood. So, okay, so y'all said that, since y'all want to, you know, compare this to Carmelo Anthony's case, I'll just go ahead and do this. Y'all said that Carmelo Anthony was carrying a knife in his book bag because he wanted to go unalive some people. So was he carrying a GUN because he wanted to do the same thing? I haven't heard not one person say that. Okay. He said that he was carrying one because of the neighborhood, meaning in case something pop off. Carmelo never said none of that. So, but you guys, you know, just went on, assume, and, you know, just basically said whatever you thought based on nothing. People do carry weapons and things in their bags just in case something goes down, or on them just in case something goes down. It doesn't mean they are intentionally going out to hurt someone. All right. Right. Who cares what the kids were talking? Because that's not even important. That's not even crucial. Okay. Kids talk all the time. I guess I would have unalived many of them for talking. Please. And he definitely should not have had a weapon at his job. Right, he did. He got in trouble many times for yelling, but they did not even document this, which is crazy. Okay, nothing documented. And we know why. All right, giving him privileges and favors and shit. That's why they didn't document anything. That is crazy. So let me see what else we got on this dude. Let me go back up and see if they got any other information. And then we're going to move on to the next story. See if they got anything else. So they did have the funeral, okay, for him. I forgot when they had it.
Social media is going
He's
crazy
gonna tell you.
right now. Here in Chicago, 2 teens were unalived by a lifeguard yesterday. And as you can see, one of those teens was Laquan McDonald's cousin. The other one, who was actually unalived, was a friend of his. Now, if you guys don't remember Laquan McDonald, just to give you a quick rundown, back in 2014, this officer, Jason Van Dyke, pew-pewed him, immediately arriving on the scene without any questions asked, without any assessments of what was going on. Pew-pewed this kid 16 times.
Damn, that's his
caused
cousin.
major news stories and a lot of racial tensions in America. And unfortunately, this happens yesterday. His cousin gets
Jeremy is
killed years later by a white
fighting for his life.
who is a lifeguard here in Douglas Park. Now, according to the reports, this is where a lot of controversy is stirring up right now. According to the article, it says the lifeguard got into an altercation with the teens after believing they were going to steal his bicycle and then allegedly pew-pewed at them. Now, I have the video, okay? I'll show it to you, but I will stop the video right before
Well, we
it
don't
gets
need to see the
graphic
video.
for
Let's
TikTok
go
purposes, of
bypass,
course.
okay?
Close to this
Everybody.
gentleman, in which immediately when I cut the video off, he turned around and started to pew-pew. It doesn't even look like there were any words said or any.
I don't know if it was.
Comment
I think I'm going to be real about. I don't know what words were said, if anything. All right, because we can't tell. It's hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to tell what was said or anything. But that doesn't justify him shooting. Okay, point blank. I don't care if the kid said, "I'm gonna take your bike." That still doesn't justify. You know, you'd be like, you know, okay, well, I'm going to call the police, not take out your GUN and start shooting them when they're running away. Because let me tell you something. If they're running away, when he take out his GUN, they would have ran away if he said, "I'm gonna call the cops then," and pick up his phone to call them, or he could have just proceeded to call them if they said that. This man took out that GUN and just started shooting, and I'm glad he's in custody and charged with attempted murder in the first degree, I believe. I'm glad he's been charged with that because that is crazy. Now, what is this lady talking about? Let's see what she's talking about.
Man, I keep telling y'all, man, these young motherfuckers out here are the devil, man. Where does it say that a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old was in this park, Douglas Park, when a grown man, they said grown man, walked up on them young motherfuckers and hollered out one of them name, and when that motherfucker looked back, they struck out running, and they said that motherfucker popped them full of them motherfucking bullet holes.
This man is ignorant. I don't want to
get.
Let's turn this ignorant shit off. I mean, you always get ignorant people online talking ignorant, okay? So you got audio. Well, oh, this is a different one. Wait a minute, this is a different one right here. No, is this the same one? No, this is a different thing right here. Oh, that's old. Okay. Okay. And them boys was walking, they were walking by him, but they was going over there to talk to the woman. I think this man just jumped, you know what? I really do. I think he thought they were coming over there to do stuff. I don't know. Because they was walking toward him, right? They were walking toward him, but they were talking to that lady. And I thought maybe the other dude, the one he on the live, I thought he did turn around to that guy's way and said something to him. I don't know for sure, but that still is no justification for this man to start shooting. Okay, just let's play the devil's advocate. Even if he did say something to that guy could have just called the police and left it at that, not take out your GUN and start shooting. And he had to already have that GUN in his hand or something, because he really got it really quickly, very quickly. So let's see what they got here. Is this the actual scene right here? Let's see.
I know you.
No, this is not the same one. No, this is the same one. This is the same one, but we don't want to hear no music. These people cannot muffle the music and stuff like that. Oh, I think they played this right here instead of this one. So hold on, let me see this again.
I know you.
I don't know why it's going to this video right here. Let me go to this video and see what happens. Different video right there. It's bypassing this video. Let me see something. Well, there it is.
Douglas Park Pool is closed today after 2 teens were shot. 1 teen died. Chicago police are investigating. 1 person is in custody. That person is a lifeguard. Today, Chicago police are reviewing video of an incident yesterday at Douglas Park that ended with 2 teens shot. A 15-year-old died, and a 14-year-old is fighting for his life. According to a police report obtained by the ABC7i team, and the alleged gunman was a lifeguard at the park, and he had a concealed carry license, and told police he thought the teens were trying to steal his bike.
We don't know the circumstances behind it, but I can say that this is a heinous crime that happened to a 14 and a 15-year-old. I have a 17-year-old. I can't imagine the grief that this family is going through.
It's evil what happened yesterday. 2 young 14-year-old teenagers being gunned down at a place where it should be deemed safe.
The 14-year-old who is in the hospital is Jeremy Herod. His family tells us he is a sophomore at UIC Prep and had only been to the pool 2 or 3 times. Herod's great uncle is Pastor Marvin Hunter. Herod is a cousin of the late Laquan McDonald, who was shot and killed by a Chicago police officer.
I need justice to be swift. I need it to be exact. I need it to be strong in this matter.
Herod's parents did not want to comment, but their attorney spoke for them.
We will get to the bottom of this. We will get justice for Jeremy and his family. There is absolutely no justification to shoot a child in the back anywhere, let alone a public pool.
While that lifeguard has been detained, no one has been charged.
Okay, well,
The Douglas
that was old, so now we know that he's been charged. And it's amazing how some idiots in the comments section say self-defense when you don't see anything that indicates that. I told you some people are just plainly lost in the twilight zone. Something is wrong with them. You don't even see anything that looks like self-defense. I saw a man by his bike. He had that GUN pretty quick, so it makes me believe he had it right, his hand right there on it. When those boys walked over there, he probably thought they were coming over there to mess with him. Those boys started talking to, at least the one boy started talking to that woman. I did thought he may have said something to the guy on the bike. I'm not sure. And that's when that guy took out that GUN and that boy started running. He started shooting. And the other boy started running too, because the other boy was walking up and then he turned around, I believe, and started running. That's when he got shot. So the thing is that I think the dude on the bike, with the bike, just did too damn much. You know what I'm saying? And he already had said that he was bringing the GUN with him, even though he didn't supposed to, because of the neighborhood. If you are scared about the neighborhood, why even take a job in that neighborhood? If I'm scared to work in a certain neighborhood and feel like I need to carry something with me, especially at a job where you don't supposed to have a weapon, I am not going to take that job, point blank. So you said a former colleague said that Leto had a short fuse and did not work well under stress. He sounds like something is wrong with him. I wanted to say that. You know what I'm saying? He's an ex-Marine, probably got PSTD or whatever you call it, post-stress disorder syndrome or whatever the case is. Probably dealing with that. Probably think everybody's out to get him and just automatically thought these kids were going to come over there and mess with him. That's what I'm thinking. It's just plainly ridiculous, okay? I mean, how can you so casually just take 2 kids' life like that? They were running away and you shot anyway. That's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's beyond crazy. It's a damn shame. And it's also a shame how people sit up here and condone his damn actions. But if it were their kids, they would want somebody, everybody to feel sorry for them. That's crazy. And so his family did label it a hate crime. All right. And honestly, I can't blame them. I really can't. So he has been charged with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, aggravated battery, and aggravated discharge of a firearm in connection with a fatal shooting at Douglas Park on June the 26th. And this is reported by Atlanta Black Star. So he got more charges. Let's see here. So they were there. That was a bunch of their friends there. They were all standing near Leto as he was fixing his bike. Now, you know how kids are. They could have said something to this dude, who knows, okay? And he just jumped the gun, okay? They said they were out there with their friends, okay, and Leto was fixing his bike. However, when he was approached by a couple of boys, he suddenly took out his GUN and fired. And they wasn't approaching him like they were trying to say in this article. They were walking over there to say something to that woman out. Granted, they could have been also walking up to him. But the thing is that they started talking to this woman. Okay, I believe the other boy did say something to this dude. I'm not sure. And that's when that dude took his GUN on out. He probably already had it out. And he just pulled it out, to start shooting. That boy started running. And then the other one started running too, because he started shooting at him too. But I don't see no self-defense. And if somebody was threatening you and they say they're going to steal your bike, and so you mean to tell me you're going to take a GUN out and start shooting when they start running away? I mean, honestly, he could have just held it out, and not even shot it, but he had to shoot because they were running. I just would have said, I'm going to call the police, or just start calling the police if they did say that. And then he said those 2 kids attacked me and followed me. I don't see no attacking. They didn't follow him. Okay, because they were over there talking with their friends. All their friends was out there. And just let's play the devil's advocate again. Even if they did follow him, did they say I'm gonna beat the shit out of you and start actually trying to do it? Or were they just following you and then stop following you when you start working on your bike and start talking to their friends and then went over there and talked to this lady? Or what? What happened? In all of these witnesses, we need to hear from you guys. They said his backpack was attached to his bike somehow. And he took the backpack off his bike, turned the bike upside down, pulled out the handgun, and then everybody who was in the area just started to run. They turned and run. So his backpack was attached to his bike somehow. He took the backpack off his bike, turned the bike upside down, pulled out, So when he had the backpack attached to his bike, and then he took the backpack off his bike, he was already premeditating what he was going to do, guys. They're telling it right here. He turned his bike upside down, act like he was working on it. Okay, I guess. Then he pulled out the handgun to start shooting. So the bike wasn't even upside down at first. And the backpack was attached to the bike. He took the backpack off because he already knew he had the GUN in there. So he was anticipating using it anyway. Okay? Damn. So he shot the one in the back, the other one in the neck. And the one that's in the hospital who got shot in the neck, Herod, his cousin, who was 17 years old, Laquan McDonald, was fatally shot 16 times by a former Chicago police officer, Jason Van Dyke, in 2014. Okay, and I think I remember that. All right, he got fed up and act criminal, and he's going to get his ass incarcerated for a long time for being fed up with some kids, and they weren't really putting his life in jeopardy. Let me tell you something about kids. Kids will say many things and make jokes and do the most. All he had to do is say, don't even argue with them. Just call the police if they were doing anything. Okay, point blank. That's all you need to do. And him trying to say self-defense, they love to use that self-defense stuff when you know it's not self-defense. Now, I want to know why come everybody's not jumping up saying this is not self-defense. Okay, because it's clearly in the video. But yet they can go up here and say Carmelo Anthony didn't use self-defense, that he just purposely stabbed this boy and things like that when they haven't even seen the video footage. But you see the video footage of this right here, and you guys are still acting crazy. So what is wrong with that picture right there? You got the video right here. It doesn't look like any self-defense. But with Carmelo Anthony, we haven't seen any videos. Everybody's just assuming, making assumptions, and you don't know what the hell happened. That's crazy. And you can't tell me racial stuff don't play a role in this, in either one of these things right here. That's crazy. Why do all that? Why take out a GUN? Honestly, I believe when he took the backpack down off the bike, he was already planning on taking that GUN out and starting shooting them. That's why he took the backpack off the daggone bike, just in case. Okay? If these kids was saying that they wanted to take the bike and he had the bike upright at first, well, why didn't he just get on the bike and leave? Or just call the police. You don't even have to tell them you're calling the police. Just call the police. And next thing you know, they're coming. Because we don't know exactly what happened before the video surveillance footage showed. So that's why I'm looking at all, avenues of this. I'm not just going to automatically just say, okay, there's that. I have to look at every side of it. We don't know what actually happened before they started showing the video footage. But when we did see the video footage, we see this young boy walking up behind this dude and talking to this lady who was coming by. But at the same time, I believe he did say something to the guy on the bike fixing his bike. And then the other dude came up and, the other guy took the GUN out and started shooting. And the other boy was trying to turn around and run, and he shot him too. That's what I saw, point blank. So I don't see no self-defense here, because words, that's crazy. And then when people are running away, I mean, you don't shoot them in the damn back. Anyway, welcome to the live pod, yo. Thank you so much for being here. And it wasn't, because first of all, those kids don't have any weapons. All right. This 55-year-old man, this 55-year-old old ass man, I say that all backwards, need his ass beat, you guys. He really does. This is not what we do. Even if these kids said, I'm taking your bike, just trying to be funny, all he had to do was call the police. That's all. Or just damn leave. These people still talking about Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony's story don't have a damn thing to do with this story right here. Y'all stop doing that. The only reason why I made a point to mention it is because y'all mentioned it. All right? It don't have anything to do with this. Somebody said a 62-year-old white man. Why do people do that? This man is 55 years old, not 62. They still talking about Carmelo. Can't even spell the dude's name. Damn. It looks like premeditated, okay? Like I said before, okay? The way they described it in the article sounds like that too, because I didn't know he had his bike upright. Then he turned it upside down. Then he took his backpack off the damn bike, put it on the ground so he could easily get his GU in. That's premeditated, okay? Point blank. And he shot that boy when that boy was running away. So clearly he must have said something to that boy before he actually started shooting, or he must have said, I'm getting ready to get my GU in, or whatever case, and that boy started running, he shot him. I don't know. I don't know if it was personal, but maybe those kids was always there because he worked at the Douglas Park. I don't know. Maybe they were taunting him. You know how kids do. You know, maybe they were doing that before, you know, or threatening, saying they're going to take his bike. Who knows? I don't know, you know, but I'm just saying. But they are kids. They you know, kids be messing around like that. And they might not even have ever said anything to this dude. He was in the military. He could be suffering from post-stress, what is it called? Post-traumatic stress disorder. He could be suffering from that shit, thinking everybody's out to get his ass or some shit. Who knows? You know? Because he was acting weird anyway. You remember all the other complaints, the things he was doing, you know, to other people, you know, customers and stuff, employees and things like that. Then he shot those 2 dogs. Just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Something is clearly wrong with this man. I still think the boy said something to him. I'm not sure because I don't hear any audios, but I think the boy said something when he was walking over there. Oh my God, I'm hot. When the boy was walking over there, right? I don't want to keep on showing that video, but when the boy was walking over there, it looks like he said something either right before he talked to that lady or right while he was talking to that lady. But maybe the dude on the bike said something to him first. I don't know because there's no audio. Okay. So anyway, I will be keeping y'all abreast of this story. I'll stay on top of it and, you know, just be following it and things like that and let y'all know, you know, what's going on with it. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and see if I got everything. Okay, yeah. And I'll just keep y'all abreast of everything. Okay. All right. And my prayers are extended out, and my condolences are extended out to the first little boy's family and friends and his schoolmates and things like that. And it's a sad situation, y'all. I wish this man would have done that. You know what I'm saying? And my prayers are extended out for the little boy who's in the hospital fighting for his life. And my prayers also extended out to his family and friends and classmates as well. Sad situation, but I am glad that they have his ass right here, this dude.
Suspect is being held by
incarcerated, all right? And he has all those charges because he's right where he deserved to be. All right, and he's going to be there for a long time. A long time. Took this little boy's life right here. Took his life. This one right here is fighting for his life. A damn shame. This dude is too grown not to know how to handle these situations like this with kids. You don't shoot kids in their back when they're running away. As a matter of fact, you don't shoot anybody in their back when they are running away. They're trying to get out of the situation. Why are you shooting? Stupid ass. Now your stupid ass don't have to worry about being on your bike because your stupid ass is going to be incarcerated for a long time. I told you people don't think. Damn, think about what's going to happen if you shoot these kids and, you shoot them, period. You're not going to be on that bike, period. You're going to be your stupid ass in prison. Doesn't even make any sense. That's crazy. Shh. Anyway, thank you, Jermaine, for looking up all the stuff that you looked up and everything. Now we're going to go into another case real quick, guys. And this one right here is the mom and daughter fight a woman over a parking spot. So these people have lost their damn minds, okay? Goodness. I'm going to keep y'all updated on this Douglas Park shooting, though. Me and Jermaine going to be checking it all the time, just to give you guys some updates, along with the other stuff that I talked about. There's so much stuff that I be talking about, man. It's hard to keep up with everything. But my phone automatically goes to these stories. Google be listening in some type of way, or be watching what you type, and then they just... But I don't know, it's weird because as soon as I be talking about it, it just pops up, okay? So I still think they be listening somehow. Because, I can understand that if you're typing something in the damn phone or on the computer, it comes up. But when you're talking about it, and then it comes up, so all I got to do is say, Google, make sure you update me about this Douglas Park shooting. And I'm telling you, every time I look around, it'll be on my phone. Just like it was with the P. Diddy stuff. All right, so it's crazy. And I'm talking about when I would talk or speak out things. One day I was talking about a divorce attorney, and I'm not joking, I was talking. It just came right up on my phone. That's crazy. So let's do this one here, not the other one. Let me go to the let me go to the one with the parking lot. Okay, let's see. Mom and daughter. Oh, let's see. Duo. Hope I spelled this right. Now, this is another race type thing. I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. All right? I'm going to let y'all know that tonight is race issues, okay? Let me stop sharing this one right here. All right. What's up, Tony Bands? Thank you so much for being here. Happy and blessed Thursday to you. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this next one real quick because it's already 10. This clock goes by so quick, you guys. Okay, let's see here. So we got the next story. Hold on. Let me find it. Give me a minute because I have to find it. So I'll be having so much on my phone. It's plainly ridiculous, you guys. So this is the mom and daughter who attacked the black woman over a parking spot. Now they regret choosing violence. Y'all need y'all ass kicked. You should attack the right black woman and y'all wouldn't be sitting here. And that's on every damn thing. Can't be doing that over no parking space. All right, that's stupid. Told you these people are ignorant. So Jada M was brutally assaulted by her neighbors, Andrea D, 45, and her daughter Sabrina S, 21, of Ridgewood, Queens, over a parking spot on Monday, July the 7th. First of all, 45 years old, you are too damn old to be out here fighting. All right, grow up, lady, grow up. And it's a shame that you had your daughter involved in this altercation. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these damn parents. You know what I'm saying? The daughter should have been trying to break them up like my daughter would have done. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I have gotten into the verbal altercation with anybody, my daughters will be trying to break it up. Okay? I'm going to be perfectly honest. Now, when the footage of the attack surfaced, McPherson was seen being attacked by multiple people, including the mother and daughter and a man who was unidentified. Oh, she has to wait. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. God, now hold on, y'all. Okay, so yeah, a man also jumped in this. She said they were literally trying to rip my hair out of my scalp. The woman was charged with first-degree assault and second-degree harassment. Okay, let me understand the story. Hold on. So McPherson, hold on, let's see which one is. So that's the lady that these two, the mother and daughter, attacked. Okay. Andrea and her daughter Sabrina attacked Jada McPherson. Okay. Now, why would they say they were trying to literally rip my hair out of my scalp, said the 21-year-old Pace University student? Sometimes I think they be mixing up these stories, okay? Because the woman who was attacked is the lady, okay? And then the other grown lady and her daughter, she's the one who attacked McPherson, okay? Anyway, the mom and daughter were charged with first-degree assault and second-degree harassment. So let's see. The mom and daughter appeared on Strange McKnight's YouTube channel on July the 14th for a 30-minute tell-all interview. The mom claims McPherson called her white trash and that she's been receiving DATH threats since evidence of the brawl surfaced. Okay. Okay, the mom did express regret about the assault. She said, I regret that it was very wrong of me to do. It wasn't right. I regret it. But she accused McPherson of choosing violence, adding she provoked the situation. She also claimed that McPherson started the racial comments, but later apologized for her behavior. Let's see. She said, I want to say that I apologize for approaching the way that I did after being provoked. That's what the lady, the mom and daughter duo, that's what the mother said. She said, it's not the answer or solution to stop a situation, but people like me, she's a transgender woman, have fought so much in this country, on this world. I dealt with so much trauma in the past for being who I am as a person. Okay, so she's a transgender. This story is getting more and more strange as I read it. So hold up. So this woman, the duo that I just showed you, the mom is actually a transgender and the daughter helped her. So she's a woman now. So she was a man. So this man is fighting this woman and her daughter helps her. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is crazy. Hold on, y'all. So hold on. Let me see this. Hold on. Let me see these people. So this lady actually ripped the locks out of McPherson's head. She must have locks on her head, okay? Okay, so they both were stating racial words. So the black lady called her white trash because I guess the white lady called her a monkey. That's crazy. So somebody said they live 10 blocks away from these two, the lady who is now transgender and her daughter. And they said that she is a nuisance. And she said they just got crocodile tears. So they flung McPherson to the ground by her hair, and the mom, who is a transgender, was heard yelling, "You are a monkey, bitch." McPherson was also called a slave. She was treated for her injuries at the scene and is moving out of the neighborhood, despite over 100 people rallying. I know I just said that crazy, in support of her. So anyway, the mom and the daughter are due in court on September the 9th to fight the charges. So the mom is a transgender. Okay, so she shouldn't have been fighting this lady anyway, because she's actually a man. All right, she has the strength of a man. She's still a man. Okay, so she shouldn't have been fighting this woman in the first place. And why her daughter intervened in the first place is beyond me. Your mom is a transgender, right? Okay, so she really does not need any help because she's actually a damn man. Okay, that's not even, you said the daughter is a trans. Okay, because I was going to say. So the daughter is a transgender. Okay, and that's even more reason why she shouldn't even be jumping in, because the mom should be able to handle herself, period. All right, if anything, the girl who is a transgender, she should have been breaking up the fight. Like I said, if we're not joining in and fighting a lady, because she's not an actual, I know you just said the daughter, I just said the daughter is a transgender. Okay, so she's a transgender, so she's going to be stronger. Okay, so therefore she shouldn't even been fighting the other lady. She basically should have just broken the fight up. Just break the fight up. Contain your mom, and this lady can be contained by somebody else. That's what she should have done. Point blank. Let me see if I can pull this up on TikTok real quick. I got about another 5 or 6 minutes and I got to get out of here. I was going to tell y'all something else, but I'll just do it tomorrow. Okay, let's see here. So they are the ones who was calling people racial names at first. Let's see how we can do it. We can't use the word be. I wonder if I use hit. Can you use hit? Watch, you can't use hit, but they can let people do everything else on here, huh? That's crazy. Here it is right here. Let's see what she's saying now. Let's see this. So is this the lady they jumped right here? Okay, we're going to look at this real quick. Hold on. Let's look at this and get a little bit more information on this. I got it already. Thank you, Jermaine. Okay. Let's do this right here. So this is all over a parking spot, not over this girl being a transgender or anything like that. But I'm just saying, if the girl is a transgender, why is she helping her dad going? Oh yeah, you can clearly tell, but yeah, why is she helping her mom? Okay, because her mom, because she's gonna have the strength of a man. That's not even fair. And this is the mom right here. Let's look at this. Oh, wait, I got to share. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I forgot to damn share the video. Let me see. Okay, let's do it now. Can y'all see it?
My name is Andrea Dimitru, and spelling it's ANDREA DUMITRE. I'm 45.
I'm Sabrina Starman. I'm an intersex trans woman. It's SABRINASTARMAN. I'm 21 years old.
Yeah, I have hundreds of calls death threatening me, telling me how they're gonna come and kill us, degrading my daughter, misgendering her in the only horrible way possible.
Girl, stop. First of all, little lady, I don't even need to hear all of this foolishness. First of all, your daughter should have never jumped in it and started fighting a woman. If anything, your daughter should have broken the fight up. Secondly, this lady was up here pulling the lady's locks out all over her parking spot and calling her monkey and other racial names. What is she talking about? She threw the first punch. So what did she expect for the black lady to do? And another man joined in. So how is that right? I mean, if she's going to fight the woman, let it be woman on woman, one-on-one, not her daughter who is a transgender jumping in it. Even though she's a woman now, she still basically was a man and she has strength of a man. It's not right. Why does Sabrina feel like he can put his hands on people? Right. And you know, and look, they are not the victims. That's why I don't want to see the stupid ass video, because you don't try to explain yourself when you know you are the one who threw the first punch and you was calling people racial names. It doesn't even make any sense. And she shouldn't even been jumping in it. She should have just stopped her mom, and that's it. Let's see what these people are. Is
Y'all know that girl that got jumped over that damn parking spot in New York? Why the mama and the damn sister getting on motherfucking interviews and telling bold-faced lies, big, saying that basically trying to play victim, saying that she started it first. She started saying this, being rude for at least 30 minutes. She was going off on us. First of all, y'all holding the parking spot, it ain't yours. Y'all name ain't on it, for one. Then, two, you up here talking about as if we didn't see the motherfucking video. If you calling her all types of slurs first, bitch. And then that's when she started calling y'all one, and then that's when y'all got mad as fuck. Regardless if she said something first or not, it don't give y'all no right, 2 to 3 people, men's at that, to be jumping on no damn lady. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, they sitting up there trying to justify the shit, like, literally. Then the mama looking just pitiful, looking all off to the side like she about to cry and some more shit. Like, y'all love to play that sympathy victim ass shit. It's always the one that be starting shit and doing all this extra stuff. That's why you mad, because the streets that came to get justice, bitch. Now y'all scared because everybody everybody coming to see about that. Now y'all scared. No, don't try to play victim now, bitch. That don't justify no man.
Right, putting his hands on no woman. That girl is a transgender, but she still, you know, has the strength of a man, because that's exactly what she was. You know what I'm saying? So she shouldn't have been jumping in it. And the other man, you are a fucking coward. Why are you jumping on a woman? Okay, you are a coward. Period. And this lady right here wants us to feel sorry for her. She started the whole thing, started the first punch, and she called the woman a monkey and some other shit. And you expect her not to do anything and pull the locks out? What's wrong? All over a parking spot. Nowhere can you hold a parking spot like that. All right? You can't do that. They do that same dumb shit here sometimes, holding parking spots. You can't do that. I mean, did you pay for the parking spot? Is it yours? You can't hold a parking spot. That's crazy. So they did a protest, huh? Let's see this.
We are talking directly to you cowards who jumped one 21-year-old woman.
One woman.
We here now.
So the woman was 21. I mean, it's 21.
We here to represent our people, and we here to let you know that if you call a black person a monkey and assault them, we will bring the entire zoo to your front door. Because this is what we are not having. We are not having. I don't care what neighborhood it is. I don't care where you're from. You will not attack a black woman. You will not allow 3 people to attack a black woman. All black people will show up. This ain't 1950s. This ain't Jim Crow. This is 2000 and motherfucking 25. And you will not attack black people and get away with it.
She should have never attacked it in that one over the parking space, period. I thought something else went down.
Come downstairs instead of recording us on your camera. Come downstairs. When people show up, to address the issue, you want to apologize. But what I saw the other day was
Somebody says a black woman who lives in that neighborhood. Thank you. All right. So we just shared it here on our show. Okay. And they need to do more of this when racial crimes are happening. All right. Point blank. You don't start something and then you try to play the damn victim. All she should have said is came up on there and apologized. We don't need to go into what happened and all this other stuff. Nothing condones her daughter jumping in it. I'm sorry, because her daughter was not born a girl. All right. She's a dude, okay, and she has the strength of a dude. And you're fighting a woman. So I don't feel sorry for these two being charged, having the charges they have. I don't, because this is plain ridiculous. You know, she pulled the lady's locks out. She hit the lady first. She called her some racial name. Then the woman called her white trash. So, you know, they've been charged with assault and harassment. And it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. And I don't know if this is the actual video of it. I doubt it. I don't know for sure. It's probably a reenactment. This is the girl right here, huh? That they was fighting. Let me look at that picture over here. Let me see if she'll show a picture up closer. So that's the girl they were fighting. Yeah, she's 21.
You know,
a young girl. Let me see. Let's stop it right there. Yeah, a young girl. I know this is not the actual fight right here. I don't know. So yeah, it was in a parking lot. Yeah, that's crazy, y'all. That is crazy. So that's her right there. She's 21 years old. They put her braids out, her locks out and stuff. And I guess this is the, let me see. You probably won't watch it. I just want to see what's on here. It's not here. Let me see. So this is it right here. Oh yes, is that it? That could be the video. That is it. That's the video, you guys. Hold on, let me see this again. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. That's the girl right there. She said you're an immigrant. They call. Hold on. Let me stop this. Let's start this right over. She said an immigrant. You know what?
I reposted
Is that the girl? Hold up. Let me go back again. Is that the daughter right there? Is that the daughter? Or is that just a separate man? Let's see.
I reposted the video and I'm gonna take the original page down in the comments.
Yeah,
so
she
relax,
called
but
her
you need
an
to tell me
immigrant, and that does not justify
several men
that man
stood on
talking
that
her.
block and watched a black woman get manhandled by two grown ass
I mean, it was
men,
other men
and
out
the
there.
only
Hold on.
person-
What's this like?
I reposted the video and I'm gonna tag the original page down in the comments, so relax. But you need to tell me that several men stood on that block and watched a black woman get manhandled by two grown ass men, and the only man to stand up and do anything was an old ass man with a cane. You dead fucking serious right now? That's honestly.
And let me stop this right here. I know good and damn well it wasn't other men out there, and maybe black men, who stood there and watched this shit go down. I know it wasn't. Y'all got to do better, okay? You guys got to do better. You should have never let this happen. You should have stopped the two men. If she was fighting that woman and it was one-on-one, that's one thing, but I would have stopped that too, because the 40-some-year-old is too damn grown, too damn old. That girl is only 21 years old, all right? And arguing over a damn parking spot, and this damn dude runs up on her. Now, see, if that girl would have had a weapon and did something to him, it would have been self-defense. Huh. This is crazy. Let me see what else she said.
Disgusting. And then I seen a couple comments on my son. Well, she shouldn't have been calling him
You
an
got the
immigrant.
full
Did
video,
you
though.
not hear the lady call her a whole monkey? Like, please be so motherfucker for real. I hope.
No,
I
you
pray
listen.
that TikTok,
Wait a minute, Jermaine.
the algorithm.
Hold on. No, Jermaine. The black girl was just arguing at first, okay? This dude ran up on her and started fighting. If somebody run up on you, honey, I don't give a damn. You're going to fight back. He, she, whatever you want to say, ran up on this girl, okay? Watch. And she said, you are an immigrant, bitch. You are an immigrant. And the reason why she said that is because this chick right here had called her name, okay? Now watch this.
I reposted the
You
video
see
and I'm
that?
gonna tag the
So
original
what are
page
you
that I'm
talking
referring to,
about?
so relax. But you mean to tell me
Fighting
that
a bunch of
several
OG.
men stood on that
They
block
should have never
and
came up
watched
there and
a
started
black
fighting her.
woman get manhandled by two grown ass men, and the only man to stand up and do anything was an old ass man with a cane. You dead fucking serious right now? That's honestly sickly disgusting. And then I seen a couple comments on my son. Well, she shouldn't have been calling him an immigrant. Did you not hear the lady call her a whole monkey? Like, please be so much.
Stupid. They always see what they want to hear.
I pray that TikTok, the algorithm gods, work in my favor so that I can see part 2 when they spin the block on their asses, because they need to have their asses dragged all up and down the street. I don't care what anybody says. That was sick. That was so nasty. That was a hard watch. That was really hard to watch. I'm not even going to hold you. And that's exactly why I'm not finna share the video myself. No.
That's a damn shame. Y'all got to hear to see this. Yeah, it's crazy. You heard that? You are a monkey. That's why she called her an immigrant. She looked more like a monkey than she does. I mean, people don't realize there's all types of monkeys. You got the lighter skinned monkeys, you got the dark monkeys. So, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, we can call many people monkeys like they call us monkeys. Let's keep it real. You know, some people, regardless of their skin color, be looking like monkeys. Okay, let's keep it real. So I don't know why racist people always refer to black people as monkeys when you have different type of monkeys in different shades, and some people be looking like these primates, okay, of all sorts of races. Let's keep it real. But this lady right here called her a monkey first, and she said, you are an immigrant. I don't talk to immigrants, or something she said. So let's hear that again. I'm not gonna monetize this video. She said, you're a monkey, bitch. And then she say, suck my dick. So hold on. So you got a D-I-C-K, girl. So you must be a transy too. You got a D-I-C-K because you said suck my D-I-C-K. That's what she said. Shit. So she must be going through the transformation too. You know? Look at this.
I reposted
So that's her daughter who ran up on her. The one that we just saw in the video. Listen. It's your right to be whatever you want to be. But if you know that you were originally a man, you don't run up on a woman, no girl. Okay? You don't run up on her. You're not a woman. Okay? Goodness. You know it's not gonna be a fair fight. Now, if she would have had a weapon and laid your ass flat on that ground, you would have thought she did something wrong. That is crazy. Oh man, this is crazy, man. I cannot believe that. All over that parking spot right there. That is crazy. I was reading this right here. So he's showing all.
They decided to jump Jada McPherson over a parking spot. Now, I'm seeing videos before I understood what happened. I'm seeing videos of people camping outside, and I'm like, what's going on? They're showing the parking spot. They're showing the camera. So I did some digging. The good news, the mother has been charged. The daughter has been charged. Now, they're still looking for the dude who placed a trash can there. They decided to jump Jada McPherson over a parking spot. Now, I'm seeing videos.
This is sad. Pulling this girl's hair. That's the son, daughter, and this is the mom, and this other dude. All right, that's crazy. No, actually, this is the black girl right here. This is that girl, you know, the transgender girl. And then this is the mom, and this is this other dude who jumped in it. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. Maybe that's her boyfriend or so. I don't know. It's crazy. So y'all see the whole thing. This is sad. They got a dude right there jumping in it. This is the man in the cane. He's not no old man. Thank you, dude. See, everybody ain't racist and crazy. He stopped them, but they still going over here. Fighting back. Thank you, girl. Fight their ass back. Now look at these idiots standing up here just looking. And look at Strands. Getting back.
They're all getting.
So they all gay?
Do not.
That is crazy, y'all. Y'all just saw the whole fight. I got that thumbs this up right here. I mean, hard. That's crazy. This is crazy, man. Just jumping in over this one girl, this dude. I can't. I'm so glad they get charged because they deserve to be charged. They started the shit. The boy, the girl, whatever, ran up on her and started hitting her. Okay, point blank. We saw the whole damn thing, guys. The whole thing. This video probably won't stay up, but I'm just showing y'all. That's crazy, y'all.
This is a boy, yo.
Look at his stupid ass.
No.
He trying to stop it. This dude right here, Kamini, trying to stop it. These people on the stairs should have came down there and stopped it. I hear somebody saying, yo, 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 yo. He should have been stopping this. And, oh, he grabbed him over here. He need his damn ass thumped in the ground. And he do too.
They're all getting
stupid asses.
Do not
fighting a woman. They need their ass stomped in the floor. All right, for real, for real. That's a damn shame, man. See, this is why people carry stuff with them. That's why I do. All right, that's why I carry weapons, because just in case something like this happened, I can, defend myself. This is crazy. No, the only one that was wrong are those 3 people there. The black girl was not wrong, okay? Because she didn't put her hands on nobody. She was just talking, all right? Now, the parking spot itself, that might could have been de-escalated. I don't know exactly what happened. I would need to know what exactly happened. Did she park in a space, or the lady was, okay, I figured like this. The lady was trying to hold a space for somebody else, and the black girl parked there anyway, because it's a public street, okay? So, yeah, she could have went to another parking space, but you know how that goes. Who are you to tell somebody they can't park somewhere unless it's your designated parking space? And even then, you don't get into an altercation about it. You go to the rental company, the management, and you let them know, and then they will have the car towed. That's the way it's done, all right? You don't start calling somebody a monkey and black bitch or whatever else she said. You don't do that. And then the dude girl runs up on her and start fighting her. Nobody does this. So they all were wrong. All right, point blank. And I'm glad they got their ass a charge. And that third dude, which they're looking for him, we can see what he looks like. So I don't know why they can't find him. He needs to be charged too. Yeah, nobody de-escalated. All these people standing around except the one with the cane. And I heard somebody say, yo, 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 we're going to call the police. He should have came down there and stopped them too, period. But the thing is that people need to learn how to keep their hands to themselves. Because what if this black girl would have had a GUN in her car? And when that dude ran up on her, once she got loose, what if she would have went to her car and got it? Then they would have been on the news talking about they didn't do anything and crying and doing the most. Watch what you guys do. Don't be running up on people hitting, because you don't know what people may have. And I'm glad they asses got charged, and I can't wait until they find the other person. And I will stay on top of this one as well, guys, to keep you informed. Now, this video will not be monetized. I'm not even going to put it up for monetization because of all the stuff I just showed you guys. So it's just going to sit like it is. We're going to call this for what it is. I may not even keep it up. I don't know for sure yet, but it won't be monetized because of, the videos and stuff and everything, and then all of the language and everything. Okay, so anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this in the comment section. Listen, violence should never happen unless it's your only choice, okay? Period. Again, in this second situation, they had no business. That boy had no business running up to this girl, fighting her. I don't care about him changing into a girl. He's still a man, okay? So he's stronger. He should have never came up on her like that. And the mom calling her a monkey, and then the girl called her an immigrant, that is not equivalent to calling somebody a racial term, all right? And it sounds so stupid because, again, monkeys come in all shades. You have the white-looking monkeys, you have the black ones, you have brown ones. You have different shades of monkeys, okay? So, anybody can call anybody a monkey if they really wanted to. So, y'all need to stop that shit. That's not cute at all. They say every person looks like some type of animal. And I'm telling you, a lot of people be looking, similar to monkeys of different race. So I don't know why y'all always use that in reference to black people. That's crazy. Now, what's wrong with y'all? For real, for real. And as far as the first one that I showed you, where the man shot these boys for no apparent reason, and he claimed self-defense, he needed his ass whooped too. All right, because that was unnecessary. All right, you can't assume that somebody's getting ready to do something, and then when they start running, you shoot them in the back. What kind of foolishness is that? One kid lost his life, the other one is fighting for his life. This man needs to be incarcerated for damn life, and that's on everything. For life. If not, then what's the name penalty? For real, for real. He does not deserve to be back out on the street ever. Okay? Point blank. So thank you guys so much for watching. My closing Shay's thought for tonight is this right here. Hold on, let me take this down. Let me hurry up. Let me see here. Okay, here it is right here. Shay's thoughts for tonight. Listen, guys, we have to stop being violent unless we have no other choice. We have to stop with these racial names, calling people monkeys, white trash, the H word, the C word, the N word. We need to stop this, all right? Because you know what? Everybody is basically the same. If your ass gets sick, if your ass age, if your ass can be poor, if your ass can be sad, if your ass can get in trouble or anything negative, you're no better than anybody else. Your race does not make you better than someone else. All right? Because if you were so much better, baby, you would not age. You would not get sick. You would not go to jail. You would not be sad sometimes. You would just have a perfect life. And until all of these things can apply to you, you're no better than any other person, period. We all were born. We all will pass. Until you can stop passing away, you are no better than anyone else. So cut all that racism stuff out and stop being so damn easy to do stuff when you don't even know the circumstances. All right, point blank. And you grown-ups out here that sit up here and take out weapons on kids and just make up lies and say they are trying to do something to you when you know they weren't, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Okay? When something like this happens to your relatives or your kids, don't say a damn word. Because remember this, you reap what you sow. And sometimes you necessarily don't get it, but sometimes other people in your family do. So watch what you do. Watch what you say. It's not a good look. Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure to share and leave a comment. And listen, don't leave no stupid ass comments either. Make sure y'all leave comments that's, grown. All right. Other than that, y'all, if you want to show additional support for the channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, or you can do a membership for $4.99 a month, or you can do a Cash App donation to $Shades2. Always remember this. All donations are used to pay for things on this channel only. And thank you guys in advance for that. Thanks to all who have donated to this channel. And thanks for all of you guys, showing support by watching all of my videos. You guys have a blessed night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for my Country Wayne reaction video. Thank y'all for getting that video, these videos, those Country Wayne videos up so good. And thanks for YouTube for showing them. We need to get these lives up though. All right. And those Dollar Tree hauls up too. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a blessed night and happy and blessed Friday to you guys. Peace out. All right, let me go ahead and change these banners and we are getting ready to get out of here. Thanks, Jermaine, people in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Thanks, Payo, Tony Bands, Jermaine. I think that's it. I think you guys are the only ones that came in the chat tonight. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was going back and forth, but the first person who started it was the white lady. Okay, so don't get it twisted. All right, okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Thank you for watching, y'all. Y'all know how long it takes me to do all this. I mean, this shit be all over the board over here. I'll just scan through all these damn messages and shit. It's a hot mess. There you go. And the last one is this one here, y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a good night. And be good. Let's mute this. We out of here, y'all. Peace. Did I put up? I always be doing shit backwards up here, man. What the hell? Girl, you can't know. Let's try to stupid. All right. Again, scratch out everything I just said. Y'all have a good night. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Mic hot, crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, back again. That's right. News.